Okay, what's this? Oh, I like this. I need to be careful here. Holy shit. What is going on, guys? Today we're playing this little motel survival map. This is attempt 2. I took like the actual stupidest down last game, and I had like 35k points, and in my head I said like, oh, this is kind of easy. I mean, I might have to find another map for this video, but once they start sprinting, it gets tough. You're also going to be wondering, why is this the third video in a row that is not a custom zombie round 100? There are two very good reasons for that. One, the next map I was requested to play has a world record of 90. I just got myself stuck. I was so, oh my, I was so dumb. So much greed for double points, man. I really almost got myself killed for it. But yes, the map I was requested to play has a world record of 90. There are thousands and thousands of custom maps, but only about 10 or 15 of them have official record sites. Or I should say an official place on the record site, you know, zombieworldrecords.com. And then the second thing is, this will make a little more sense if you watch my Leviathan video. Today and the next 2 days, there are going to be thunderstorms. If you think I am starting a high round game during a thunderstorm after my power went out 3 days ago from thunderstorms, you are absolutely wrong in that case if you think I'm starting a game. Now, I really want to, because I think it's going to be fun, because yet again, that's going to set a world record by 10 rounds at least. That's 1, really fun, 2, really good, like it's cool to claim a world record, 3, really good for the channel because that's an actual like world record that's just good for the brand. So I really want to start the game, but I'm obviously not willing to risk it. And then also, it is, the map I'm talking about, because I haven't mentioned it yet, is Black Ops 3 Nuketown. So it's literally BO2 Nuketown, but remastered into Black Ops 3 with like some Black Ops 3 mechanics. And I do remember playing Black Ops 2 Nuketown, and it is hard, it is unforgiving, the spawns are stupid, they don't make sense, there's no safety on that map. So this is going to be quite the tall task, so obviously I'm just trying to prepare some like calmer, shorter to make videos ahead of time. Sorry if you only like the custom zombie around 100 videos. Obviously I've kind of explained a few good reasons of why that's not a thing right now, but if everything goes according to plan, the next video should be either getting round 100 / world record on there, or I'll have like a round 80 game, 85 that I edited down to just the normal length, and then just I'll kind of be like, hey, I did good. I just wanted to edit this down because it was a 7-hour game, so I still wanted to show you part of the game. And then I'll try to go back and get the 100, because, I mean, I think this would be really good for the channel. I was also requested, and I also want to do it. But if I spend like 6-7 hours on around 80+ game, I still will probably use the footage, because imagine if I just have to delete 7 hours of footage and not even use it. Like, you know how just much of a time waste that is? Yeah, I might just keep the SWAT and the AK-47. I'm just going to pack punch both of these right now, even though I don't need to right now. Okay, I might hit the box some more, but for right now, I just need to get the 100k points once I go pick up my weapon. Of course, I have to get rid of the death machine now. I also would like Black Ops 4 to like not be bugged anymore, because it's just actually bugged for everybody, because I want to do the Black Ops 4 gauntlets, because 1, that's a different game, which extends my reach, and 2, variety's nice. And the round 100s are something I definitely want to keep doing, because it's something like custom zombie round 100s are honestly like unique to my channel right now. Like no one else has really went through and made a series out of that. But also I can't only do that because 1, it's only one type of content, and 2, you know how much time that stuff takes. And then also, you know, it like really shortens my reach of people who are willing to watch, because maybe people who are super casual don't want to see me get to round 100 on maps they don't even know. Okay, I need to start being careful, because this is around the time I just went down last game, because I was like, oh, this is easy, so I just started messing around. And then they started sprinting, and as you can see, how these tables in the way, all these barricades, like this is a tight map. I'm gonna keep hitting the box, hoping I can get a wonder weapon of sorts. Oh, what the? Okay, what's this? Oh, I like this. So this map has BO2 weapons, so either this is from the campaign, which I can't really tell because I didn't play the BO2 campaign, or I just don't know where this could be from. It was called the Titus 6, and then it just explodes like, yeah, I don't know where this is from. You know, I have like the weirdest dilemma about the round 100 custom maps. So on one hand, it is so much easier and so much more like just calm to record stuff like this. You know, things that are just short, and then they won't take as long to edit either, because I don't have to sift through 7-8 hours of footage. But on the other hand, I guess it's for 2 reasons. 1, like I said earlier, the custom zombie round 100 things is something that's kind of like unique to me. And then 2, I just am such a high round guy compared to just a casual player, because this map just feels more of like a casual thing, because I'm not in my head like, okay, I want to go for round whatever. So for some reason, I always have the itch to just commit myself to like an 8-hour game of zombies, and I don't know why, even though it's tiring and I get like annoyed because I'm still playing halfway through. Like when I'm like high rounding like that, and I get to like the 5 or 6 hour mark, I need to be careful here. Holy shit. And once I get to like the 5 or 6 hour mark, I'm just completely done with it, and then I'll end my game whenever I get to whatever my goal is. And then literally like 2 hours later, I get the itch to start a game, and then when next time I start a game, I'm having a lot of fun, and then I get to like round 50, round 60, and I'm like, can't this just be over? And then the same process repeats. So even though these videos are so much less time consuming to record and so much less stressful, because you know how stressful it is being on like round 80 after like 5 or 6 hours, and then if you die or crash whatever, you're just like, I don't even want to use the footage, but I just wasted hours and hours and hours. But for some reason, like, that bone in my body is just like, it's high rounds or nothing. I mean, it just attests to the kind of player I've become over the years, where it's just kind of, my standards are really high, so I have to commit myself to long games. But I need to just enjoy these more casual, laid back, shorter to record things, because they're also fun, and I feel like this is also a little different for you guys, because it's not me just setting up on a map, running, and like once I get my guns, just running a strategy. Even though, as you've seen from my last videos, if you've seen my other around 100 videos, I'd say like 75% of the video is me getting set up, because I'm running around doing different things. And then the last 25% of my video, I just bounce around between the high rounds, because I don't want like half of my video to be the high round gameplay, unless it's a map where I almost die a lot, so I'm just showing a lot of intense moments, because I'm just running the same strategy over and over. So I kind of like the formatting I have now, where it's like mostly me getting set up, because at least I'm moving around and doing different things. And then I show important rounds as I'm like getting to higher rounds, and I show important moments, but rather than that, I don't show much of the higher rounds. I kind of like that format, but let me know what you think of it and how I could change it if you think I should change it. And part of my channel is I'm trying to make videos that I would be interested to watch. But the hard part of that is, if you think about the spectrum of like casual to high round players, like let's say it's a spectrum of 1 to 10. And 1 is the most casual players, and 10 is the most hardcore. I'd say I'm a 9. So what that does is I don't have the perspective of like casual or like mid-tier players. Like by mid-tier, I mean like in between casual and like high round hardcore players, because it's been so long since I've been a casual player that I just don't carry any perspective of the casual community anymore. So it's hard for me to kind of get a gauge of what people want to see, because for me, I'm like, I just want to see people crack records, get to high rounds, you know, just high round maps that haven't been high rounded. So I guess that's what's kind of hard, and I've consulted with a lot of friends while like making videos, because I have some friends that are kind of like in the middle, like they're like a 5 on that spectrum, so they have like perspective of like higher tier casual players and low tier hardcore players. And then I have a friend who's like never played zombies but watches my videos, so he's like literally a 1. So that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to like create like a consultation line of people I can consult about things, because I need perspective on different parts of the spectrum. So that's why I literally will not get offended by anything you say in the comments regarding like what you want to see. Like I'm not gonna be like, I don't really want to do that, unless you're like play Dire Eyes. Like I'm gonna have to shut that one down, because yet again, I really appreciate seeing the other perspectives, and then I can kind of know like how I should cater my videos. Because yes, this is my channel, and it's supposed to be like what I like to do, but like YouTube's a lot about the viewer. I mean, either way, even if I'm not doing the high round stuff, I'm doing stuff like this, I'm still playing zombies. Something I think that's crazy is just, I sit back and think about how long I've played zombies. I've probably like started playing about 2009, 2010, but you know, obviously that's when I was like a super casual, like getting around 10 on Keynote or Totem was like the greatest thing ever. And then I'd say like from 2009 to 2011 or 2012, I was like still a low tier casual. And then once Black Ops 2 hit, like which Black Ops 2 was what, 2012, 2013, something like that? I think it's 2012. Because Black Ops 3 was 2015, so I think, yeah, it'd be 2012. So I started becoming like closer to a mid-tier casual, or high-tier casual, I should say. So like on that spectrum I was talking about, I'd be like a 5 or a 6. And I'm not saying like the spectrum is skill level, I'm more saying like commitment to zombies. But once Origins came out, that's when I went from like a 5 to like a 7 or an 8, because I just loved the map. You know, if you've ever played Origins, there's those red dig spots that you have to get the gold shovel for and then get the zombie blood. I was this like 13-year-old kid who just was learning how to get decent at zombies, and I already knew where all 16 locations for those digs were. So then that kind of sparked the little like part inside me where I was like, I really like zombies. Like Origins is that's why it's my favorite map of all time. Like I think it's a really good map. I personally objectively do not think it's the best map of all time. There are a lot of problems with Origins that make, you know, new players just not like it, or casual players, it's just not casual friendly. But just, I think it's not necessarily nostalgia, I'd say, because you need to make sure you kind of differentiate nostalgia from actual like appreciation and liking for a map for its qualities. Like, I mean, example A, Keynote or Totem. Everyone's like, oh, my Keynote's like high A tier. It's like top 10, and it's like, dude, it's good, but you're just saying that out of nostalgia. And I know you're gonna be like questioning and be like, okay, you know, you're just talking about how you learned how to play zombies on that map, and that's the nostalgia for you. So you like your favorite map's your favorite map because of nostalgia. You're not entirely wrong, but I think it's because it was the first map that I was like, I loved the structure of this. Like, Mile of the Dead eventually became like this for me later. In the beginning, I was like, this whole plane part thing, really annoying. I think it was just the gas canister thing that really pissed me off. I was like, dude, I have to go grab all of them again. But Origins, like the structure of the gameplay, like getting the stabs, you know, just actually, I'm also a history nerd, so World War I setting was just great. But just how it was so good for co-op because there's 4 stabs, and you know how like just how the map layout was set, I just loved it. And that was kind of the point where I was like, this zombies game mode's fun. So it was just the first map. It wasn't necessarily the nostalgia factor. It was just the first map that made me think zombies has potential to like be a regular thing for me. Then Black Ops 3 came around and I was like starting to become hard. I did not like Shadows at the beginning. I'm still not the biggest fan of Shadows, but I loved the Giant. I was like, oh my, this is just Derice, but it's easier and a lot more casual to play. And then Drazendrot came out, and I really started to feel myself become like more of a hardcore player. I was at that point, I was like, if I don't get to at least 75, like it was just a stupid game. Like I didn't appreciate it. And then even with Zetsubo, how much I hate Zetsubo. Zetsubo came out, and I felt the same way. And then same with Garage Crovey, and then Revelations. Like each map, even if I didn't enjoy like Revelations or Zetsubo, I just slowly felt like that hardcore bone inside me just pick up, and holy shit, I'm about to, oh, I have enough to end the game. And then Black Ops 4. Kind of, I still was, I'm just gonna, you know I can end the game, I'm just gonna keep talking by the way. And then Black Ops 4, I felt the hardcore stuff get even greater, but I didn't like Black Ops 4 too much. Like, I thought it was a good game. I just love high rounds, and Black Ops 4 high rounds were so easy that I didn't like it to high round. I liked it to just kind of have fun. It was okay for high rounds, but it just was too easy. And so that's how I am today. So I've talked about how I've been playing since 2009. I'd say from 2012 to now, so like 10 years. I have like religiously played the game, and that's why I'm like so far in the hardcore scale, because I've religiously played the game and I've constantly improved. Like I've worked on improving constantly. So you gotta think like 10 years of the same game. I mean, yeah, it's not the same game, but it's the same kind of like game mode. You know, I've just developed a lot of skill, and I even today consciously try to improve. So that's why I just consider myself such a hardcore player, and that's why it's hard for me to kind of get the casual perspective. But at this point, I'm just gonna end the game before something happens. All right, there we go. That was alright. A little bit of a tight map, but we got it on the second attempt. Yet again, next video should be either an update on the game. If I like die on 80, it'll be like an edited version down of that game. Or if I get to 100, it's like a, hey, I got a world record. This is a cool game. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, leave your suggestions for challenge custom maps, custom map round 100s, or just like 2-box challenges for other games, pack much every gun on BO1, BO2. Just let me know what you want to see. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.